Welcome back, guys. My name is Jay, and this is my Diecast creation channel, and this is the day that we give away our third giveaway for the JDC family for 300 subs. You guys are great. You're killing it. You're setting it on fire. You voted on the Boss 302 Mustang, and I decided I was doing a diorama. So we start off with a blank CD, okay? And then I look at what I want to do with this, right? And this is basically a mock-up of what I'm thinking, right? I took the least voted car, which was the 2010 GT500, and I decided that was going to be the wreck in the diorama, right? So I took some pink foam, and this is just accumulation. Let me get this straight. This is not a tutorial, guys. If you want to see a tutorial, I'll do a tutorial. But I'm just going to show you basically what I did and why I did it and how I did it, right? So I took the pink foam. I started going to work on it. I want to get the shape of the scene that I want to do. And my brother had actually told me, he's like, dude, the CD is going to be too small for what you want to do here. But, you know, I didn't want to make a huge diorama. I wanted to make something, it was supposed to be a roadside diorama. So my idea here was the Boss 302 was cruising with his buddy, and his buddy got in an accident, you know, and flipped the car, and he stopped on the roadside to make sure he was okay. And, you know, no fake characters were injured in the making of this video. So anyway, we start going to work. We're trimming around the edges. You know, I want to make sure that I get the right shape of it, and I leave room for, you know, off the side of the road, and you know, I watched a ton of videos in the last year from Black Magic Craft and the Terrain Tutor, and you know, there's a bunch of guys out there that do this stuff, and if you want to learn how to do it, you know, go check them out, because I'm no expert. You know, I've done a few pieces of terrain. You know, this is new to me, right? And I'm trying to test my horizons and, you know, try new things, right? So let me know if this is something that you guys like and you want to see more of, because I will do more. You know, I want to do what you guys want to see, right? So anyway, back to it. We get a nice cliff side, you know, shape that we're gonna go with, and then I make the edge of where it's gonna drop off. Basically, that's what I just did. Now, if you're working with a straight razor like this, I worked with a straight razor for you know, overnights, 12-hour shifts, and you know, I'm somewhat of an expert with it, right? I know how to use the thing. Never cut towards you. Now, you'll see in the video I do cut towards myself a little bit, but I make sure that there's a safeguard there and my fingers aren't in any type of danger, and I slow down when I'm going to do that. Anyway, take your safety precautions, and make sure that you're doing this the safest way possible. And I'm not telling you to try this at home, okay? So anyway, now I got the thing cut up a little bit. I'm looking at how this thing is gonna sit, where I want to put the car that's wrecked, and where I want to make the road, right? So I got some cork from the dollar store, and it's actually adhesive cork, which is cool. I glue the CD to the bottom of the foam to stabilize it, so that it doesn't have any flex and it's not gonna break very easily, right? And then I take the tin foil to the foam just to rough up the texture, give it that rock mountainside kind of feel. The next thing that we do is apply Mod Podge. Now, Mod Podge is a PVA glue, but it's got additives in it, and it's got additives in it that they don't actually tell you what's in it, because it's a secret, right? But it does have varnish in it, and it protects the foam from the propellant that's in the spray paint. So when you go to spray it, it doesn't melt the foam. And if you ever try to spray foam, it's going to melt. You're going to see that you just destroyed whatever you tried to make, right? So we coat this thing in Mod Podge. We let it dry overnight. you know, and part of the terrain thing is you have to be patient. You know, just go at it and do your thing and have fun with it, but you have to leave room for, you know, time for everything to dry, because if you rush it, you're gonna destroy your project, you know, and you're gonna end up with a mess, and you're not gonna be happy with how it turns out. So, you know, this is the next day. This is what it looks like. Um, I'm not even concerned with what it looks like, because I know in my head, I know that it's way far off. It's not even close to being done, right? So I take it outside. It's a really nice day. It was like 55, 60 degrees. I spray it with Rust-Oleum flat primer, flat black, right? And then we apply our cork, and I just ripped up the cork and fit it back together like it would have been an old road that had cracked, and, you know, it's been out in the sun. Maybe this is in the desert, and you know, whatever. I made it look like a road as good as I could, right? And then we spray it again with the black. We spray it again with the black spray paint, and give it that asphalt look, right? And now you'll see that I go in and I start painting on the mountain side, if you want to call it, or whatever. I use the brown apple barrel acrylic, and I just start going at it. Don't use your expensive paints, guys. Don't use your expensive paints when it comes to terrain making, because you will waste it. You'll go through so much paint, and it'll just be a waste, because it doesn't make it any better. It does not make it any better. So now we use an elephant gray, and it's all apple barrel, 50-cent paints from Walmart. And then I start the process of dry brushing. So, you know, anybody that doesn't know what dry brushing is, you basically want to get your brush covered, you know, full coverage, but then wipe off as much as you can until you have just a little bit on there. And as you can see, this is what happens. You leave a little bit of trace on the raised areas, and you give it the texture. You know, it looks like texture, right? So now I could have went crazy with this and done a lot more, but there's only so much time in a day, right? And I did the best that I could with the time that I had to make this happen. You'll see at the end that I might have even outdone myself for this giveaway, being that I'm giving away something every 100. This very well could have been, and this is my opinion, this very well could have been the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, right? Anyway, I'm going back in with Mod Podge, because it is a PVA glue, right? And I could have used PVA glue here, but whatever. And then I'm just using dollar store sand. Now, you can go outside and get sand yourself, but, you know, I'm using this because I know that it's been filtered, and I know that there's no foreign substances in it, and I'm not going to add anything like that into my workspace, right? So I just go in with dollar store sand, and that's what we end up with. Now I find the final placement that I'm looking for the wrecked Mustang, and I had this road sign that came from another dollar store little kit with a car in it, a cheap Chinese car. But anyway, the rest of the dry brushing I did not catch on camera. Like I said, there's only so much time in a day, and my phone was going off the hook. So I was trying to work while I'm on the phone, and this, that, and the other thing. So I start dry brushing the sand, dark to light. We started off with the same thing that I do on the cars too: brown oxide, chestnut, and then a light mocha, right? And lighter, right? So the first one isn't a dry brush. The brown oxide, basically I put that on to the sand to cover it really good, and then let it soak in and dry. And then I dry brush the chestnut on, from the middle out, basically. And I don't put full coverage. Because you want it to have contrast. You want it to look like nature, and nature isn't uniformed at all, right? And then I go in with the light mocha and highlight the edges and stuff. And then I basically do the same thing with the rock sides, but now I'm looking for a light source. And wherever the light source is coming from, it's going to look a little bit lighter, right? So I use I used Folk Art Steel Gray, and I just dry brushed the mountainside with that, and around the edge of the mountain, and now on the right side here, this would be road, but the diorama has to cut off somewhere, so I just made it look like the side of a mountain. Whatever. It is what it is. You got to use your imagination. The road would carry on. But then, to get to the next step, I use the steel gray on that, and then I end up using apple barrel white matte acrylic, just to super dry, super dry. Don't put a lot, just to catch the edges, and it gives it a really nice pop. And then, like you see, I hit it with a matte clear coat, gave it one coat of that, 2 coats of that, I'm sorry, and then I had rocks from the dollar store. They sell rocks, the little small rocks. Why did I buy them? I don't know, but I use those, and I spray them black. I do the same process. They come out great. It looks awesome. I bent the front axles on the Mustang there. I go in with a burnt umber, and I just wet brush kind of some dirt, and looking like it rolled. I didn't go crazy with a file and all that. I could have, I should have, but like I said, running out of time. And then I go in and I detail the bottom of that Mustang, because it's going to be sitting upside down. And I also went in and I detailed the taillights and the rear symbol on the Boss 302. So this is basically what we started with. I forgot to put the car on the turntable. And you guys let me know if I should have did more work to the cars and not as much to the diorama, but this is what we end up with. This is the roadside Ford Mustang diorama, basically set in the desert, rocky area, if you want to call it. Maybe it's in the mountains, but there was an accident, and the old school guy wanted to check on the new school guy and make sure everything was okay. I hope you guys like it, but here's the giveaway. Good luck, guys. All right, guys, so we just finished up the Mustang diorama for the Road to 300 giveaway. I put a lot of work into the terrain on this build, and not so much into the car so much. So I hope everybody ends up happy with the result here. And, let me know down in the comment section if this is something that you want to see more of, or, I should stick to just making cars. Basically, this is the 28th, Sunday, the March 28th, and we're up to 363 subs. So I'm going to have to put out another video soon, and we'll do the same thing for 400. And, I'll come up with a different scheme of a giveaway that I'm going to do. I don't want to keep it fresh with everyone that I do, and make sure that everybody's getting something happy, quality piece. So with that being said, I plugged the URL into this random comment picker, filtered out duplicate users, included replies to comments in case anybody put their vote in to a reply on their own comment. And then I filtered out comments based on specific text, road 2. So we're going to get YouTube comments. I got 41 unique comments. So 41 people participated in this giveaway. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting the channel, and, just following what I'm doing and being active in the comment section, and just, being the great community that you are. So without further ado, let's not draw this out. We're going to get a winner. So start raffle and pick a random winner. Good luck, guys. Flying Valiant. Chuck at Flying Valiant is the winner of the Road to 300. He says, Road to 304. Congrats on almost hitting 300. Exciting stuff. Thanks a lot, Chuck. I appreciate the support that you're giving me as a fellow creator and a fellow YouTuber that's been behind me since I started. If you guys haven't seen Chuck's work, you need to. You're missing out. You really are. He's such a talented dude. He's got a great channel over there. He specializes in his weathering abilities, and his work is really exceptional. Really exceptional. I believe he's at like 977 maybe. I think earlier today I watched one of his videos. He's got almost 980 subs. He's pushing 1,000. So if you're watching this video and you've never seen Flying Valiant, go check him out. Go check him out. I'll link his channel in the description. You need to go check him out. Let's get him over 1,000, and you know, let him surpass that that milestone that, you know, all of us as YouTube creators are looking for. You know, it's something. Not only can you apply to get monetized and all that, but it's something that you could sit back and say, yeah, I did that, and this is a successful venture, right? So anyway, you know, not to get off topic, congratulations to Flying Valiant for winning the 300 subscriber Mustang Diorama, and stay tuned, guys, because I'll drop another video real soon on the road to 400, and you know, click the bell, make sure that you're subscribed, and you'll catch all the content that's coming, you know. And I got some really exciting stuff coming up. Let me know if you like what I did with this diorama, and if you want to see more of it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your time. I'll catch you on the next one.